Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today we'll talk about how Astro can help you reach your intended audience and achieve your advertising goals. But before we begin, let's go back a couple of years. 2020 was a year of unimaginable disruption. The COVID-19 restrictions were challenging for both consumers and marketeers. Its extraordinary impact includes seeing the largest decline in economic activity in the first half of 2020. At the same time, shifting and propagating consumer behavior who were adapting to doing everything from home. 2021 saw consumers developing habits and interests now centered around the home. This has ultimately transformed the future of how advertisers engage with marketing. The pandemic has revolutionized our lifestyle forever. Consumers and businesses have adapted to the shift, spurring increased digital dependency in consumption and advertising. And now, 2022, a year of acceleration for Malaysian consumers and businesses to regain ground and stimulate growth. Now, Astro is 26 years young, and back in 2020, during the onset of the pandemic, it was a year of transformation execution for us. We were heavily invested in creating a new ecosystem to be the leading content destination in Malaysia, especially in the era of streaming. Our strategy is to be the super aggregator of choice for Malaysian viewers. This means potentially having more data on what consumers are watching and how they are interacting with the different video services, which then gives us access to much more intricate viewing data. Thanks to our track record, Astro is now the partner of choice when it comes to streaming players. They want to ride on us and our household penetration. We are looking to secure up to 15 standalone OTT platforms over the next year or two. Our goal is to deliver a strong content and consumer-based ecosystem driven by tech and audience insights. When it comes to the empowered consumer today, they are faced with even more proliferation of media choices, all vying for their attention and time. And advertising is a market that trades on attention. In fact, the global economy trades on attention. The competition within the attention market is now more intense than ever before, and hence, beyond reach, engagement and attention becomes increasingly important. This is where the enduring power of content comes in, ultimately benefiting brands that associate with them. The power in our content activates emotions and dials up social conversations, potentially becoming viral within pop culture. Let me give you an example. The drama Sweet Dreams managed to create a social phenomenon called #HalalBag.
Aku tak bisa menyadari bau cinta aku.
Halal bag is actually a medium of connection, something they can hold together instead of holding each other's hands. The internet went crazy about it. People were searching for the bag, asking Mira Filza and the production team. Finally, someone managed to find the bag, but it was sold out. This shows the power of drama, how it can contextualize your product to be part of the storyline, making it emotionally engaging. People will talk about the product, and that will result in sales. As you can see, when these content stories connect with consumers, they trigger conversations, and that matters because brands that take advocacy seriously grow 2 times faster than the industry average. In today's connected age, it's not just about the ratings. Beyond reach, it's about how much time consumers spend with you, their eyeball views, search interests, and social mentions surrounding the brand or the content. And at Astro, our strengths lie in the stories and conversations we create, which are amplified across radio, TV, OTT, web, commerce, and KOLs. And with each of those touch points is an opportunity to interact with a consumer to collect data, enhancing our ecosystem so we are getting the best of both worlds. The quality of a paying customer who willingly spends an average of 100 ringgit per month on content, and because of that spends more time consuming it. In this case, 40% more versus the competition, underpinned by the quantity of eyeballs across our ecosystem, reaching approximately 92% of households. It is this power of content and a consumer-based ecosystem that allows us to be better in delivering media outcomes and enables a more data-driven marketing approach. So the sum of Astros Offering is built on a cohesive marketing engine communication architecture, powered by content, where we help strengthen brand relevance through content integration; community, where we reimagine our customers as our biggest advocates through our strong network of influencers; and of course, commerce, through GoShop, allowing brands opportunity to close the loop. Now that we've talked about the data and the ecosystem, we're excited to share our latest advertising solution to the market, Astro Addressable Advertising. For this, we've partnered with Media, the world's largest independent video software provider. TV has always proven to be an effective medium, and now with addressable advertising, we have layered technology onto TV, allowing advertisers to capitalize on TV's power of persuasion and digital-style targeting capabilities to reach audiences. Bring out the best of both worlds. Advertisers can send relevant messages to intended audiences using Astro's first-party household data in a premium, brand-safe environment. Now we have the opportunity in making a real impression with our latest offering. Astro Addressable Advertising enables different ads to be shown to different households watching the same program. Our approach is to serve targeted advertising messages directly to households based on selected audience segment across any screen or device whenever they're watching. With improved relevance, the advertising experience becomes much more pleasant for the audience, which creates positive associations for brands. Historically, smaller or emerging brands have had little opportunity to be on TV as related costs can be prohibitive. However, with addressable advertising, it's now opened up a whole new spectrum of options for these emerging brands. They can now advertise to specific locations and identified segments that are relevant to them, ultimately being more cost efficient as you only pay for impressions delivered. For example, we have onboarded regional clients where the addressable campaign was targeted specifically to the southern region against a pre-selected target audience. This is an opportune time for TV as it gets a bit of a booster with digital-like targeting opportunities, further strengthening TV's effectiveness. In a recent global study by the World's Advertising Research Center, more than one-third of creative ideas awarded for effectiveness had TV as a lead medium. Now, it's common to see your typical FMCG players dominating TV. However, in mature advertising markets like the US, for example, more tech or digital-first companies are turning to TV to build brands and emotional relationships with audiences. We've also tracked this trend in Malaysia, and key local tech e-commerce players are investing more on TV. In the last 5 years, they have increased spends by 2.7 times on TV. When we look at the pre- and post-pandemic, they continue to increase by 2 times. So it's interesting to note that digital-first brands are increasingly investing on TV. A separate study by TVision and Lumen revealed that TV gains more attention with 2 times the active viewing of YouTube and 15 times that of Facebook and Instagram. And why is the attention increasingly important? Because the platforms and the formats that deliver more active attention improve brand prominence and ultimately drive brand growth. Thinkbox in the UK also conducted a study called Signaling Success, and they concluded that advertising on TV delivers stronger brand perceptions compared to any other medium. In fact, for smaller businesses looking to generate a rapid uptake in a sales volume, TV is the most effective medium. Small businesses can use TV seasonally instead of spreading over the year to leverage seasonal sales effects and help boost business performance. And finally, Ubiquity, a leading independent marketing and media consultancy, in another study proved TV's effectiveness pre- and post-pandemic. They searched over 50 sources and reviewed more than 100 published reports to find supporting evidence on how well each medium performs, as well as carried over 100 online interviews with media decision makers at advertisers and agencies to arrive at the findings. So with solid metrics that prove the efficacy of TV, we will move on to choosing the right audience. Now, in terms of targeting, These are the categories available to brands. We can look at demographics, which include things like race. So if you want to specifically target Malay or Chinese households, your ads can be served directly to them, as these are based on real audiences and not cookie level or behavioral data. For income, we have segments like T20, M40, B40, all based on first-party data. Brands with geographical priorities can now have TV ads in selected regions. The segments with an asterisk are currently being built by our data science team and will progressively be made available for advertisers in the coming months. And remember, it's not just TV. Addressable ad solutions are available across any screen and device on our TV and OTT content-based ecosystems, which boasts 530 million total videos streamed year on year. The power of our addressable solutions lie in the first-party data or real audiences, allowing you to reach high-value audiences at a national scale. In terms of measurement, we are working with Kantar, an independent research company, to release a unified view of the audience and hope to release it by year-end. We also offer addressable audience on our digital assets, including web and audio products. These are the current audience segments which are readily available for advertisers to leverage on, from beauty, sports, finance, education, tech gadgets, and many more. We also have upcoming audience segments like body care, deodorant, face care, hair care, oral care, confectionery, spices, and seasoning. So in summary, we are effectively the largest addressable base of audience across multiple platforms in Malaysia. We have the capability to target an audience segment at scale, regardless of platforms, to focus on business outcomes and ability to provide return on ad spends. Leveraging our first-party data, we can reach out to real, valuable audiences at scale. The ability to serve multiple communication messages to target different audience segments in different households will result in better ad recall and a more positive brand association with improved relevance. And more importantly, all of this is in a brand safe, trusted, and premium environment.